Today is 5th March 2021. We are standing in a place called Hulimangala. This is very near my home at Margontanhalli in Bangalore, very close to Electronic City. A lot of things have happened since I did the last video, which I think was about a year and a half, maybe even 2 years back. First of all, we started at a place called Gattahalli, which was near Hos Road in Bangalore. We initially had an agreement for almost 3 years, but we couldn't complete the lease tenure there because of a few issues with the owner, where he wanted to construct a kind of a small factory inside the land, and there were safety issues. People were coming in at odd times and we were not getting our stuff properly in hand. A lot of papayas and bananas were lost, and we couldn't do organic farming alongside a small factory. Therefore we chose to leave the place. On the 1st of Feb, we found this new place. This is also a 3-acre bit in a place called Hulimangala, very close to Electronic City in Bangalore. And it's about a month since we started here. We first started by just cleaning up the land a little bit with 5-plow tractor, and then we did the labor shed and the cow shed. Let me show you a little bit. So we transferred all of the things that we had, the sticks, cows, our labor families. Quite a bit of a work in the last 1 month or so. COVID did affect me. Some of our laborers, they got stuck in their hometown during the peak period and they couldn't come on time. So we had to engage a few other local people to take care of the cows. But it was quite a bit of a hectic journey so far. It's difficult. I can understand how difficult farmers who work to earn their living face while doing their farming. It's absolutely difficult and dramatic. There's no fear in saying that. While I'm trying to do part-time in the name of trying to support a couple of families, I totally understand the stress and the strain farmers go through, especially when there are difficulties with water or labor families. Having said that, my first try at Gattahalli, I would say financially it was a miserable failure. However, there's been a good amount of learning in how to cultivate things in a natural way. I'm very happy about it. Happy with the learning, with the owner, with the laborers, with the water, with all sorts of aspects related to farming, right from the bed making to when to plow, when to seed, the frequency of fertigation, Jivamarta, all great learning. But yeah, from a financial perspective, it absolutely doesn't make sense, and it's still a failure. But I'm still too keen to keep it going and to continue my pursuit towards supporting the labor families. I'm really hoping that someday we can recover at least the monthly operating expenses, eventually become profitable, and then when it happens we can support more families and do it big scale, large scale. So with that said, this is phase 2 or maybe 2.0 EcoSafe. Let's see how it goes. Let me first show you the cow shed. Oh, here are the cows. The same 2 cows which we got when they were babies, and one of them through artificial insemination we got an injection done, and we have the Malnad Gede variety of the cow there. That is also a girl cow. It's a calf. And these 2 are Bargur variety. Now they are ready for the next round. They did give a lot of good milk. We had it at home. That was really kind of them, and we were very delighted to have the A2 pure desi milk from these cows. So this is their home now. some more work remaining. We have to do some plastering here, but the idea is we will use this section for the fodder, and the same arrangement like the last time. Whatever cow urine that comes, we will collect it here in a channel, take it out. Yet to do this work, but the idea is we will use a bucket to collect the cow urine and then make all our Jivamritas and Panchagavyas, all fertilizers and nutrient makers. Besides the cow shed, we did 2 labor sheds. One is here, another one right behind it. 2 large rooms. Is about 14 by, I think actually 15 by 12. And then we've just used the typical asbestos sheet to cover them. This setup costed me about 1.5 lakhs for me so far. Just the cow shed, the irons, the asbestos sheets, cement, sand, and some concrete. Back to the farm, we have our borewell there. Let me show you the setup. So right now, unlike the previous land, the borewell is not shared for any of the other tanker business, which is a good part, because I was really struggling to share the borewell there. There's a bit of sharing still here. The owner is constructing a house here near the farmland, and he will be using it for construction. But it is quite manageable. It's not as bad as it used to be in the previous farm. So from the borewell we did this setup. There's a non-return wall. We have an L bend. We have a collar. There's a 3-foot pipe that goes right through here. Sorry, there's a bit of a glitch in the focus of the video. So let me show it again. Here's the borewell. This is the non-return wall. We did an L bend, collar, 3-foot GI pipe, another L bend. I think this is called MTA or FTA, I'm not sure, but one is threaded in steel for connection to the steel, another one is just a PVC pipe. Below that we have our usual pipes. The one that goes on the left, which goes to the owner for his construction work, and the one on the right is for my farm for the irrigation. It's a simple setup. Now the idea is to develop these 3 sections. I'm not sure if this is visible. There's a tamarind tree right there, about 700 feet from here. So our land starts from that point all the way here. There are 3 sections like this. This is about 1 acre, and we after we did the 5 plow few weeks back, there was a rain and it got a bit dry and it's set now. And in the morning we did rotavator to start with the COFOR cultivation, and we just asked a bed maker to come and make raised beds for us. So last time in Gattahalli we used laborers to do the bed making in hand, and to do about 100 beds, while I estimated about a month and a half to 2 initially, it took almost 6 months. It was again a miserable failure. I guess it's better to do these raised beds in tractors, which is probably a day's worth of work, and it's very difficult for the laborers to get into the field and do this kind of hard work. It's better to be done with the tractor. My initial thought was tractors do compact the soil, and I was trying to avoid it, but I think mechanization in this case makes sense. So we'll have raised beds going this way. I will probably try and shoot another video after the beds are done, and try to make more frequent videos now that I have resumed the work. Let me show you the field that we are preparing for COFOR. Actually COFOR and Napier grass. We've gotten both from one of my friends in Tali, which is near Hosur. So we will do it in this section. Since the field is not developed yet, I have not installed the drip irrigation, because it's a very small area, about 2500 square feet, and the pressure is too much for this small piece. So we're only doing a flood irrigation here, and we have done these kind of rows and furrows. The idea is we will first add water in this field, make it a little loose, then plant the Cofor stems and the Napier grass stems in about 45 degrees angle. Let me show you another video once they are planted, maybe tomorrow. And the hope is we can get regularly the cow fodder. I think in about 75 to 80 days they'll be fully grown, and from one section we can start cutting. And by the time we finish one section, the first section would have started again. It keeps growing indefinitely. I hope it works out. Buying ragi grass, the hay, the fodder is quite expensive. We had to buy it because it was an emergency and we didn't have any food for cows. So this time we have bought. But hopefully the Cofor will come regularly and we don't have to buy it again in future. So that's it from me for now. With all the learning from the previous plays, I'm hoping that we can make it a success. And like I said earlier, I'm still really very keen to not give up and continue the pursuit of learning organic farming in a natural way, and maybe continue my best efforts to support many more families. So right now we are doing 2 families and 1 writer. Hopefully we can expand it and add more people. Okay, that's it from me for today. We'll catch you on a next video, and I hope that I can regularly give more updates as we develop through this farm. Bye bye.